Good morning. How is everybody today? It is Tuesday. We've had an amazing start to the week. I want to tell you a little bit about something that's happened to me overnight, which is super phenomenal. And I've been going on and on and on for ages about a little secret that I've had. Good morning, Vicky. A little secret that I've had going on. Morning, Jane. Oh, it's Wednesday. It's not Tuesday, it's Wednesday. See what's happening to me right now? Do you get the magnitude of this? I don't even know what day it is. That's how busy life is right now. But yeah, I've had a little something going on in the background, and about 10 days ago I was approached and asked if I would collaborate and join 22 other amazing business women and men and thought leaders, change leaders, and write a chapter in a book which has been on my wish list for a very long time. And yeah, it is Mind Freeze, absolutely. And this book, wow. So last night at 12 o'clock, it went into the pre-sale holding room on Amazon. So I am now a published international author. Not bad for somebody who dropped out of school at 14 and is dyslexic. Like it was an absolute nightmare, and I was only given 7 days to come up with the whole concept of my chapter, get it written, get it proofread, get it proofread again, get it proofread again. Because for those of you that know me, and Ken messages me all the time, he's like, Jen, your spellings, like, please get someone to proofread your stuff. Because I don't even realise that I'm doing it. Like, my dyslexic mind sees it as the correct way to spell things. So it is, it's ready for pre-sale. And I'm so excited about this. So if any of you have got some great value out of what we do, and you've learned something fab on here, then please go on and pre-order it. It's £1. So at the pre-order stage, it is literally £1 for the Kindle version. And then it gets released on the 9th of May. And you will be then able to either download it if you've already pre-ordered it, or buy the paperback version. Like, if you like to stroke and feel a book, like I have to have the physical book because I write all over them and make notes. My books, you could never read a book of mine because, like, after I read it, because there's stuff scribbled everywhere and things underlined. And so if you want the physical version, I don't know how much that will be yet. I don't know how much the Kindle version is going to be after the weekends, but at the minute it's £1. And we are not taking a single penny from the proceeds of the sales of the book. None of us. There's 22 authors. None of us are taking a single penny. We are giving the whole profit from every single one of us over to a charity which is called Clear Skies Children's Charity, which helps children in the UK with mental difficulties and that are suffering abuse in homes, and which is it's really high at the moment with lockdown. You know, those kids that are in danger aren't going to school, and you know that's causing problems at home for them and their mental well-being. So you know, we're donating everything to that. The publisher of the book, Mr. Andrew Priestley, an amazing man, I don't know if any of you have ever heard of him, he is the founder of the charity. So we're literally just giving everything over to that. So lots of congratulations coming in. Thank you so much. The best bit about this, and for everyone that knows me, knows the book The Secret changed my life, okay? And this book is called The Law of Brand Attraction. And the foreword has been written by Bob Doyle from The Secret. And even Marie Diamond from The Secret has put some, I haven't been privileged to read it yet, and I'm busted. I'm like, come on the 9th of May. But even she's written something into the book for us. So it's like, it's just, like career highlight, tick. Done. And actually I've just realized, so last night I told everybody in my Power Pod group, I haven't even told my mum yet, so you guys are the second not to know. And Mum, if you're watching, I'm really sorry. Oh, it's been such a whirlwind. I haven't had 5 minutes, but I promise I'll call you later. I'll tell you all about it. But yeah, so you guys are the second lot to know. So you know, it's been an amazing roller coaster and something that I'm really, really excited about and really, really proud of. So if any of you want to go and grab that, it's on Amazon now for pre-order. So please jump over. And the best thing that you could do for me, the best thing is on the 9th of May when
Not sure I understand.
Siri doesn't think she knows what I'm talking about. She's not sure she understands. How funny. The name of the book is The Law of Brand Attraction. And so the best thing you could do for me is on the 9th of May when it goes live to leave a review, because I am hell-bent. I don't just want to be an author. I want to be a #1 best-selling author. So I want to get this book into the #1 top-selling rank for books. And I don't just want to do that in the UK. You all know me. I'm like, I will go hammer and tongue at this until I get it. The energy that I put into everything I do is phenomenal. And I will get this an international bestseller, not just a bestseller in the UK, international bestseller if it kills me. So leaving a review would really, really help me. And you can't just go on and leave a review on Amazon if you haven't read it. Please, please, I don't want that from anybody. I only want reviews from people that have actually read the book and are leaving a review, a truthful review from the bottom of their heart. You know, I don't want to do this round the wrong way. So please don't leave a review if you haven't read the book and if you don't have something really amazing to say about it, because yeah, I just really want to get this moving. So thank you everybody that has everyone's had to put up with me being non-existent, and I've been trying to keep up with everything that's been going on here and creating content and creating everything for everybody else, for the training and things, and then doing the book into 1 o'clock in the morning. So I am very pleased that it's done. And I can put my full concentration back on this. So yeah, amazing. Please, please, please go pre-order that. It would mean the world to me. So what are we going to cover today? We are going to look at Instagram. I've had a few people asking me how to put gift cards up on Instagram, and it's not as easy as you think. It drove me insane creating this for you guys, because I had to walk through the whole process, and I'm somebody that likes to do everything properly. So when I was designing this, then I had to go off and design a gift card to go up on there, and it took me ages. So what I've done is I'm going to walk you through. I've created a document. As soon as this live is finished, I will post the document into the files section. So if you look over to the left hand side of your screen, you'll see files, and if you look in there after this presentation's done, you will find the exact presentation that I've done here that I'm going to be delivering to you now in there, so you can work through step by step. I have screen grabbed every single step, and there was something like 33 steps to achieving this. So I screen grabbed everything I did along the way, so that you literally have the master plan, the blueprint to follow to get this done for you. I've also created another document that I will post into the file section, again on the left hand side. I've created 2 gift cards, because I understand I'm quite good at that. I can go off into Canva and create something. I know the sizes that things need to be, and I understand that that's not as easy for everybody. So I've created 2 that I've removed my logo from, and you can just, if you're going into Canva, all you will need to do is just screen grab, literally on your laptop, take a screen picture of what I've designed, put it into Canva, and then just put your logo over the top of it. So it'll be that simple for you. I've had to mess around and design it, but it's done, and it's a template that you can all use. I've removed all of my stuff off of it. So I'll talk you through that in a second. So I'm just going to share my screen and go into the lovely little vortex that we've got. Now, I'm not going to be able to see comments when I go into this. So I am going to put my phone on right now, which is why I had it on my lap, and I'm going to try and read the comments on there as we go, because I know that you guys are going to want to know stuff as we're going along this, because it's quite in depth. So please ask questions as you go. If I can see it and answer it as we go, I will. I'm hoping it's not even going to show me what we're doing today. Lovely. There we go. Okay, so I can see the comments, and I'm going to try, and I will go along with you guys as we do this. Okay, so if you see me keep looking down, I'm just checking what you guys are saying. So let's get a gift card on your Instagram for you. So many people were messaging me because it is really, really difficult. So I just want to get this right for you so that you can do it yourself. So this is the end result. So what you're seeing on the screen there is a screen grab of the end result. I've created a gift card for £50, a gift card for £10, a gift card for £20, and one for £100. And I've given them the option right at the bottom to choose an amount. So if they know that their hair bill is normally, I don't know, 350 quid, they can choose to put that amount in there so that their next hair bill is paid for. So let's have a look at how we make it. So first of all, the first thing I want you to understand, because I had this, me and Chris were trying to do something on the Coco's Foundation Instagram, and he couldn't see what I could see, and what he needed to do was update Instagram. They've released 3 updates in the last few weeks, so we just need to update to the latest version. Otherwise, you'll be looking at this thinking, "What the hell? I can't see anything at all." So please go in. If your account doesn't update manually itself, not manually, you need to do it if it's manually. If your account doesn't update itself automatically, then you need to go in manually and do that. But I would check that you're on the latest version before you start running this. Okay, so when we're looking at our Instagram profile, so I'm looking at Obsessions Salon's one here, you'll see that right down on the left hand side, there's an edit profile button. So we just need to tap on that, and then we just scroll down to the bottom of the drop down menu that creates, and you'll see that there's something that says action buttons. Now, if you can't see the thing that says actions buttons, then that's because you haven't updated. That's the bit where we were falling down the other day. We physically couldn't find, or Chris couldn't find it, but that's because we needed to update. So if you can't see that, just go back out, update, come back in on the edit profile button. Once you hit action buttons, you'll see that there is a section that says gift cards. Okay, and we just need to tap on that section. Once we do that, it will say to you, is your account a business or creator account? If it isn't, it's super, super easy. You just go to settings, down to account, and then right at the bottom of that scroll down menu, it will say change to business or creator account. Okay, so settings, account, right down to the bottom, and it will just, and it's in a different color as well, so it attracts your attention. Change account to business or creator account. Now, you should be on a business or creator account anyway, because you get all the insights and everything there and then live, so you can see what posts are working for your business and what people are not engaging with. So make sure that that's done, and then follow the steps back. If you need to jump off and change that, then follow the steps again, edit profile, action buttons, gift cards, and it will all work. Now, there are a few different options when you get to this section, and gift up was the one that I decided to go with. I hadn't really heard of any of them, if I was honest with you. So I kind of just looked through the one that looked the most professional for me, that I kind of was drawn to, and that was Gift Up. So I've put the web address for Gift Up here, which is www.giftupapp.com. You can use it as an app on your phone. I didn't bother downloading it as an app. I flitted between working on it on the laptop and then on my phone. The whole thing can be done via your phone, okay, when you're doing this. So you don't need a laptop. I use the laptop to work on the gift card that I was creating in Canva. So I did use a laptop, but you don't have to. That's completely up to you. So Gift Up was my power app of choice. And then there was quite a few steps that I had to then go through. And actually I was doing this in between working on something else. So I was like, oh, I don't have time for this. But I wanted to make sure that I got it right for you. So I put aside what else I was working on and I started. And actually, once you got into it, like when I looked at it in the beginning, I thought, Jesus, really? How could it just not be so simple for me? But then once you started working through it, it became a lot easier. As you work through the steps, one thing that wasn't very clear is that I had to, at the very top of the page, push the backwards arrow to come back to this very first screen grab here. And the reason for that is you literally, these tick boxes, you have to go through and add your business details. Then you have to come back to this page and set up some items to sell. Then you have to come back to this page and attach a payment gateway. Then you have to come back to this page and get a checkout code. So it wasn't very clear as I was going through that throughout this process, after each of the 5 steps, I had to come back into this page to locate the next step. So it's really important that I mention that and that you remember when you think, oh, it's just not clicking me through. No, it doesn't. You have to go back and click yourself through. Okay, they've rushed this because of obviously they needed to get it up as quickly as possible, and the user experience isn't great. Right, I'm just gonna make sure. What's the add partner link? I will get to all of that in just a second. Okay, no one's got any questions so far. Great. Right, so the first thing you needed to do is put in your business name, your business address, what country you're from, and your website URL. Now, I've left that, you'll notice on the screen grab here, it's a red box, and that's because I put in www.obsessionsalon.co.uk. That's my web address. But actually what they wanted me to do was put http or https://www. Okay, so I would suggest, if you don't know what that HTTPS bit is, just put your web address in, and then you'll see, as it does on the screen grab, it tells you that they want the HTTPS, and it tells you what that is down there, so it's easy to just copy that. Then you click through onto the next section, which is design your gift card. Now, there is lots of different gift cards that they have designed already that are in there for you for ease. Okay, I'm a bit of a geek like this, and everything, I am my brand. You know, I am my brand. And so everything I do has to have my brand colors, my brand fonts, it has to be from my heart, not from somebody else's. So I then went into Canva and designed my own. But you can, if that's not an issue for you, and you know, just flick through, there's loads in there. And I think actually they've probably all been designed on Canva. You can just flick through and find something that you like the look of, or maybe something fits with your brand colors on there already, and you can just choose to use that. So I jumped over to Canva. Now this screen grab tells you, I just need to look at it quite closely here, the sizing. So if you're doing it on Canva, the size that you need to do, you need to create a custom design. So you'll see, as you're looking at Canva on your laptop, on the right hand side, there is a little button that just says, or a little, I think it's just a word, I don't actually think it's a button, that just says custom design. And if you click on that, it's right underneath the header that you can see on here. If you click on that, it drops down some boxes. Now you want to make sure that you're designing this in pixels. So you will put the 2 numbers in, and then the last box says pixels, centimeters, inches. Please make sure that says PX, okay? Because when we're designing on Canva for something that needs to go on the web, we need to think about this in pixels per inch. And if there's not enough pixels per inch, that you're designing something, when you upload it onto a website or onto anything that's on your phone or on your laptop, it's stretched and really pixelated and blotchy and it looks awful. So we need to make sure that it is 576 pixels by 384. If you look at that screen grab on this presentation as you go through the files, the size, I've left it in there so that you can see what you need to create, and then click the blue button underneath that, create design, and it will automatically load you up that file size to start designing whatever it is you need on there. You can do this on the phone, and there is a Canva app. Personally, I cannot design anything on my phone. I just can't do it. It's fiddly. It's, you know, apart from the fact that we're in lockdown and these nails are literally growing. I mean, they're my nails. I can't cut them, but they're growing off of me, and I literally can't even put my earrings in. I haven't worn earrings for weeks. Doing it is just so fiddly for me. I just can't do it. So I have to do things like that on my laptop. But what I do is design it on my laptop, and then because I was filling this whole thing on Instagram out on my phone, I then hop onto the app, and the middle image here is a picture of what you will see when you open the app. And I use the app to download what I've just designed on the laptop down to my phone. So then the picture is on my phone, and I'm able to then just upload that into Instagram as I'm creating what I'm doing. So one of the things I want to clear up with you when you go into the app in Canva is where to find the things that you've created on there and not just templates. And if you have a look down, right down at the bottom, there's two buttons at the very, very bottom of the screen. One of them is a circle with a plus, and that is create a design. The other one is like little tiles all sort of laid out into a little button. If you press that button, that takes you to everything you've already designed on Canva. So that's how you find your designs. And then I've uploaded here, this is the third image here is the gift card that I've created for my business, the gift of beautiful hair. And if you have a look where the red arrow is pointing, there's a little line with an arrow on it. If you press that, that's how you download that image onto your phone. Okay, so that's how you would then get it onto your phone to be able to upload into Instagram. Okay, are you with me so far? There's a lot on this. Okay, everyone's okay. So you then can choose whether your gift cards never expire or expire within a date. I've chosen to have mine expire for 12 months because that's what I do in my business anyway, and I don't know why I would choose to do anything differently. You know, 12 months is long enough to redeem that. And you can choose to show a scannable barcode so that when people redeem these gift cards, there's a scannable barcode that you can use on your point of sale system. Now, obviously, I'm going to take a disclaimer here because I haven't been able to scan one yet because obviously we're not open. So how that works, I can't tell you. But what I can tell you is that it's an option. I've enabled it as an option, and as soon as I'm back in that business and I can scan it, I will do a live, even if it's in the middle of the afternoon, to let you all know how that works. And if you're asking for it to expire, then please make sure you tick the issued on date to be shown so that you can see when they bought that, so you can then work out when it expires. Okay, you then need to set your email settings. I've done my personal email address. I don't actually know why, because the Salon emails the personal email address anyway. But yeah, I was probably sleep deprived. I was in the middle of writing my chapter of my book here. So yeah, I've just put my email address in there and then from name, so that when the email goes out, it says from Obsession Salon, not from Jennifer. And then you can upload your logo as well, so that on the email that goes out, your logo is on there. Once you've uploaded your logo, it allows you to set the size and where you want it aligned on the email that goes out to the client. So I've aligned it on the left. I've set it at 200 pixels. There's an option just below this screen grab to then send a preview. So set it at 200, send it to yourself, preview what that looks like. If you need to bring it up or down, make it bigger or smaller, then you just move the little purple dot along the bar to figure out how big you want it, and just keep sending previews so that you can see what that looks like. Okay, then, so we've set up the business, we've set up the gift card, I've set up my email. Now I need to set up my checkout, and this was actually really easy to do. There's an option to charge a service fee. I don't know how you guys feel about that. I decided to leave it blank because, and please be aware that you are going to be charged. So I've set this up via PayPal. You will be charged by PayPal to handle that payment, and any of the providers will charge you. So if you want to set a service fee, then that's completely up to you. I just felt that I didn't want to. Whether that's the right decision or not, I don't know, because moving forward, like, we're having to charge more for what we do, but you can always go back in and change that small detail at any point. You can also decide whether you want the guys to give you a prepaid tip. So they can buy the gift card and give you a tip on the app before they visit your salon. Again, that is completely up to you what you do there. I've decided to leave that blank. That's my personal preference. And then you can also decide whether you want to ask them for any extra information. So you could ask here for information on who they bought the gift card for, so that you can set up or ask them if the gift card is for a friend, could we have their name and telephone number. That way you could already set up a profile on your computer system for them, so that when they phone up, that's a job done. There's lots of different things that you could ask for, and again, that's entirely up to you, but really think about what information would be really handy to collect from somebody buying a gift card from you right now, and then just pop that into the information section. Okay, and then they give you this lovely option to remove their branding for £59.99. So if you wanted to remove Gift Up's branding from your email, I don't know if it's going to put it onto the gift card. Who knows? Again, I haven't been able to have one back to me yet. But if you want to remove their logo, then you can absolutely do that. You just have to pay £60 one-off fee to them. I would seriously think about, is this a strategy for now, or is this a strategy for moving forward in your business? Is this a way that you want to sell gift cards in future? Then it's worth investing the £59 for. If it's not, then if it's just something you're doing for this time in our lives, then I probably wouldn't bother. And if you don't know how well these are going to go, then I probably wouldn't invest £60 in doing it before you know that you're going to sell £60 worth to get your money back. And also, you can go back in and change this. Now, lots of salons sell gift cards on websites, and if you don't know how to do that, or if you don't want to pay a web developer to design that and get that up and running for you, then this is a cheaper option. For 60 quid, just remove their logo, and it's a good way. You could drive traffic to your Instagram account. If anyone phones up and says, I'd really like to buy a gift card online with you, and you don't have that service available, then this is a great way of doing that. And at which point, when they buy the gift card, then if you want to physically send them out a gift card where it says ask for extra information, you'd ask them for their address. And then you can send out beautifully. I mean, our gift cards, they're beautiful. They're in a really lovely box with gold swirl, my logo on the top of it. They're presented beautifully. And I always find it is such a shame if people don't physically have that in their hands, because it's part of my brand and it's part of my packaging. So I always like them to receive the gift voucher, so they physically can touch it, feel it, get to feel what it's like to be inside of Obsessions before they come. So yeah, that option is there. It's completely up to you. I'm just going to double check that you guys haven't got any questions going on. No, I'm obviously doing a very good job of explaining this. Okay. There are lots of different options for you to be able to collect the money. Some of these are only available in the UK, and that is Stripe and PayPal. I'm not sure about Square. I don't think it's available in the UK yet, but the others are all US based. Now, what I will say to you is this. Not everybody has PayPal, okay? And if you're a salon that tends to service different cultures, like we have a salon up the road that they've got clients that are English and a lot of they're not Polish. I can't remember where they're from now. There's a Polish salon and there's another salon, Lithuania. So they have a lot of Lithuanian guys. Now they might not have PayPal, but they probably would have Stripe. So think about the target audience of who is buying these gift cards. And it's always worth thinking about having more than one provider attached to this as well. PayPal the other day had an absolute glitch. Like I couldn't even log into the account. Nobody could get on my links. It was just an absolute nightmare. That they are making loads of different buttons for everybody to be using on their websites because every business brand is pivoting online. So that they're working at a speed of light and they trashed the site. So if something like that happens and PayPal goes down, there's always another option if you've got Stripe linked as well. Stripe, I believe, is 1.4% of what you take. Don't quote me on that. I don't know. I don't know the stats of PayPal, but I believe PayPal is around about the same as well. So it's up to you what you want to do there, but I'm just giving you all the options. And then you need to think about the shipping settings. So do you want to turn on the mail ship-ins? You know, are you able to post out physical ones at the moment? For me, that's going to be a bit of a pain in the bottom because they come in a box. I'm going to have to keep running down to the post office. I don't literally go out unless I really need to. I walk my dog and I nip down to the salon twice a week to turn on the taps, like flush the toilet, water my plants. So I'm not going out unnecessarily. So for me to be doing that right now, not really necessary when they can just get it via email, or we can work with that. But that's again a personal choice. So I've turned my email on and I've turned my by mail option off. That's up to you what you do there. And then you need to turn your notifications on so that every time somebody buys a gift card, it notifies you so you know that there's money coming into the account. Because in PayPal holds the money. You physically have to set your bank account up to PayPal to release it into your bank. And you need to get your checkout installation code. That's really important so that you can attach that to PayPal and to actually Gift Up attach it to PayPal for you. You don't need to do that, but you do need to go back into Instagram and attach the whole link into the Instagram button, which I will cover in just a sec. You then get the option to connect your social network. And if you want to then put this link on your website, you can also put it on your website. So if this is moving forward, you know, you want to be able to put gift cards on your website, then you can do it this way. You can, you know, you've spent the time setting it up. You just use the same link, pop it on your website. You've got your provider all set up to take the cash. Everything's done. It will just put a nice button on your website. And for those of you that are quite savvy at building a website, it's quite easy to do. I built my entire website off of YouTube videos. I did it all myself because I chuck energy at everything. Like, I want to understand it. I didn't want a website developer saying to me, oh, that's £1,000 please to make those 5 changes, and rip me off and not get the change I want. I want to be able to think at midnight, I want to upload a blog, or I want to change this, and be able to get in and do it there and then. So I taught myself, I literally took a week and I sat in my office, literally YouTube video, do it, YouTube video, do it. And I just taught myself how to do it. It is actually really easy. Now, the websites now are not coding, they're drag and drop. So you literally find a button that you want, you drop it in, you write on the button what you want it to say. It's so easy to do. So if moving forward you want to be selling gift cards on your website, this is an option for you to be able to do that very quickly. So add in the gift card button. You'll then get asked to go back onto your Instagram profile and tap edit profile. That's the button that I told you right at the beginning. And then under public business information, you'll see that the second bit that I showed you, the activate, the action buttons. And then once you hit that, that will then say gift card again. So it's the very first 3 screenshots that I gave you right at the beginning of this presentation. And that you would then, Gift Up will then allow you to just click on this second screen grab here. You'll see there is a little button down the underneath the weird coding that says copy to clipboard. If you hit that, it copies that weird coding URL onto your clipboard, and all you have to do is once you're on Instagram and you've hit edit profile and action buttons, and you've gone back on to try and edit that button, it will then automatically move you to this 3rd screen grab, and it will say add partner link. And that's where you paste the URL that you've just copied off of Gift Up. Once you've pasted that and hit done, it will say activate on profile. And that is then, once you've hit that button, you are activated on your profile, and it looks like this. So the Obsession Salon buttons now has edit profiles, a long one across the top, and then promotions, contact, and gift card. Okay. The contact, I've logged into my business WhatsApp so people can WhatsApp me, which isn't my personal number, it's my business number. And then the gift card is how I've linked it up. And this final image is the image that I created for my gift card that I want to sell via Instagram. So, any questions? Did I lose you all? Because that's quite a chunk. Where do you get the boxes from the gift cards? Heather, I get them from a company called Tiny Box Company. They are so good, and they are a beautiful box, sort of about that size. And then that squirrel, that O that you see on my gift card on the screen, that's the O in the word obsessions. That's my logo, my brand. And that is in gold leaf in the top, like right in the middle on the top of the gift box. It is a beautiful box. I adore it. And I don't think they cost me, I think about 100 quid. Wasn't a lot at all. And I also get my gift bags from there, and they're beautiful as well. They're about that big for my new client packs. And they're white with like a string handle, and then that gold logo is embossed right at the front of there. They are beautiful, and they're not expensive at all. So Tiny, the Tiny Box Company, I'll put the link to them in the Facebook group when I upload this profile. So I'm just going to come out of this bit because I couldn't put it on this file because it's a completely different size, and I wanted to make sure that you got the size that you need, and I will upload this as well as a file in the group. So I've just taken off all of my branding, and I've done 2 for you. I've done one here that you could just put your logo at the top where mine was. I've just put a little bow on there, phone, address, and email, so that you can put your details on there, because please bear in mind that it might not just be your clients buying these for themselves. They might be gifting them to other people, and so they'll need your phone number, your address, and your email. doesn't matter if you've had your phone number. I've had the salon's phone number diverted to my mobile, which I'm sure you've all done. So if anyone phones that number, it doesn't matter. It comes straight through to me personally on my mobile anyway, so I can answer any questions. And then the second one, I've just taken the blue. It's Tuesday and the bow is blue. It's Wednesday and the bow is red. I've just taken the red branding off because I'm fully aware that that doesn't go with everybody's brand. So I've just done it in grey, and then you can put your own bits and pieces on top of that. So all you would need to do is click on the file section in this group, find this, which will just be called gift card, screen grab it on your computer, upload that into Canva as a picture, okay, as an upload, put that into a document the size that I told you to create it right at the beginning, and then you can lay over the top of this your logo or any other images you want on there, okay? I hope that makes sense. And you will then have your own gift card beautifully designed for you, or just take, just, and where it says phone, address and email, if you see over here the text, I'm just going to do it quickly for you. If I was to put a subheading in there and put 01843 852 662, if I was to just put that there and line it up, you can do all sorts. Up here, I can turn it to grey. That's a bit light. Let's turn it to a darker grey. There, I can shrink it down from 18 to 14. Here, I can just marry it up. Do you see what I'm saying? So you can just overload all of your whatever you want. And down here, this upload section here, that's where all your pictures are. So if I want to go right down, I think mine's right down at the bottom. I'll just show you quickly how to do it. So here is my logo. If I click on that logo, it puts it straight in, and I can just move that to wherever I want it. Okay, and that's how you would make it yourself. You would just upload this as a picture. So here where it says uploads, you would take a screen grab of this on your computer. You would press upload an image, and then that will enable you to upload whatever image you want. Let's upload that one. So whatever you've got on there, obviously you would locate the image that you've just taken, and it will put that in there for you. And then if you just click on it, you literally put it straight in on there. Okay, so I hope that makes absolute sense. That's actually quite nice. I quite like that. The gift of beautiful hair. Look at that. Let's change that to red. There we go. I've just made another one for you. Right, anyway, I'll let you guys play with that. Okay, so I will upload all of that. The Sue Find Your Sue training program has completely sold out, guys. So I'm still getting messages from people asking to join. It's done. I only want to take 20 people through the program because I want to give them absolute support. And if I've got too many people in there, I can't support everybody to the same level. So that is done. That is sold. We are on the way to finding our Sue. I'm very, very, very excited for everybody in that group. There's lots of comments going on already. Everyone's really excited for Monday to start doing that. I will do something later on in the year, most probably. So keep an eye out on the group to find out when that will be. But I haven't made any plans at the moment. So yeah, just keep an eye out. I hope that helps. I'm just going to come out of this now and share my screen again. I will take the screen off so that I can see what everybody is doing and talk to you about your comments. There we go. Okay, so what have we got? Oh, okay, so I haven't covered the ad partner link. So an ad partner is a business partner. So if you've got another business partner in, I think that's what you're talking about. If you've got another business partner, if you're creating content and wanting to share it between accounts, then you would add a business partner. Or if I was an influencer and I was endorsing a product on my Instagram account, then legally you have to say, I'm endorsing this. I can't say, for instance, I was doing a lot of promotion for Coca-Cola. I don't even know why I said that. I don't even drink it. But anyway, it's because me and Ellie were talking about Father Christmas and how Father Christmas was green and then Coca-Cola turned in red. I don't know. Anyway, so if I was endorsing Coca-Cola and I was taking pictures of myself constantly drinking a can of Coke, then I would have to say paid partnership. If Coca-Cola were paying me to do that, I would have to state on every single picture paid partnership, and I would have to add Coca-Cola as my business partner, as a business link. So I hope that answers your question there. We're not, you don't get endorsing people like Weller, Paul Mitchell, they're not paying you. There's no money exchange in hands, so that's okay. And actually at Christmas, I got really told off by Instagram that they come down really hard on me for some reason, because I'd put a picture up, me and my best friends, like all my best friends came to my house on Christmas Day. And we just had the best Christmas ever. And everybody, we all drink every time we see each other. It's like this thing, we all buy each other a bottle of champagne. So you can imagine how many bottles of champagne there was in my house. And everyone had bought the same bottle. It's so funny. And so we put them all out and took a picture, and we put Christmas this year sponsored by Lanson. I got such a telling off from Instagram because they're like, you're violating our terms. You've not put a paid sponsorship link. And I'm like, no, they're not paying me to do this. This isn't actually sponsored by anybody, but they're that sensitive that just be very careful when you're doing that kind of stuff. Okay, Jane, you're going to get Jade onto it. Brilliant. Well, she's now got a template to follow step by step. She knows what to do and how to do it. Liam, so do you print these or do you do them digital? You can. So mine in my salon, pre-lockdown, I've had them printed on a beautiful, really thick card so they look amazing. Right now, for me to go to the post office and post them out, I'm not interested in doing that. So I would be sending them digital. So on this app, through Instagram, excuse me, I will be sending it all digitally, because I don't want to tax, I don't want to be going out anyway. I definitely don't want to be going into the post office posting stuff. The post office have got enough with people ordering online to me to be posting out gift cards all the time. It's just not something I want to do. So I'm doing all mine digitally, but that's up to you. Do you reckon this is okay on furlough? As strictly speaking, we don't physically do anything once it's set up. Jane, I have no clue. Ken, ask Ken. He will be able to answer that for you. And Ken, if you're on the call at the minute, if you could just jump in and let Jane know that. I'm not furloughed, okay? So I've chosen not to do that because I want to run my business how I want to run it to the best of my ability. So I've not chosen to do that. I don't know everyone else's situations, and I honestly, legally, do not want to answer that question because I don't know. I'm not a solicitor or a legal person, or I don't know. So reach out to Ken and ask him. Or we can chat about it on the Zoom, Jane, on Tuesday when we have our 365 Zoom call. So yeah, I don't want to answer that. Okay, and that's all the questions that I've got. So good luck setting this up. Please set aside some time so that you go through the process and really think about what you do. And like everything, please plan what the end result is that you want out of this. So that as you're going through this process, if you planned it out first and you think, right, this is the end result, and if that end result is, I need to get money in my business right now, I need to sell as many of these as possible, then with that outcome in mind, you will set up everything to sell as many of them as possible. If your outcome is, I'm setting this up because it's an amazing opportunity to use this platform, but I don't really need to sell them right now, and I want to make sure that this is done professionally, then go slower with this. Make sure you've got a beautiful image up there. Make sure the emails back and forth are brilliant. You know, start with the end in mind. Michael E. Gerber, I will never forget his wise words when he stood there on stage. And actually, the bizarre thing about it is he stood on a stage in the room that BB1 used to be presented in the Marlow. What was the hotel in Marlow? I can't remember. The Crown Plaza in Marlow. And that is the very first time, that is the very first room that I ever presented in, and I went back to watch him present in that room. It was just really surreal. And he said, start with a blank sheet of paper and the end in mind. Whatever it is that you are doing in your business, if you are writing a blog post, if you are, I don't know, choosing putting an advert out for a stylist, if you are looking at your new guest pack, start with a blank sheet of paper and the end result in mind. And that helps you to build whatever it is that you're building with that clarity and focus on what you want to achieve. So absolutely do that. Do that in your businesses. Whatever it is that you're working on, do that. And start with the end in mind and a blank sheet of paper. Anyway, I hope this has helped a lot of you get this up and running in your businesses. Thank you for tuning in once more. I love sharing my mornings with you, even though I did think it was Tuesday and it clearly is Wednesday. If you have the opportunity to go off and grab that Law of Brand Attraction book, please do. I will be putting it into the group as well so that you've got the Amazon link easy. You can just click through, pre-order it for me. It's £1. It's £1, and all of the profit that come from that book is straight to the children's charity. We're not handling payments. We're not touching anything to do with money. It's got that's not why we wrote this book. We wrote this book to change lives, to help business owners get clarity on their brand, to help business owners internationally, hopefully all over the world, to just get a little sneak peek of 22 people that have learned a thing or two about building a brand successfully, to help them understand how to do it themselves. And there are phenomenal people that have written in that book. I can't tell you, like, they are just amazing people. So it will be an amazing book. So yeah, please jump on and pre-order if you can. Right, I'm going to leave you to it. Lots of love. Have a great day. I will see you all tomorrow. Take care.